Let's look at question number 1. Which of the following is true for protozoa? Your options are A. One cell, B. One vacuole, C. One nuclei, and D. Half cell wall. Your time starts now. The right answer is option A. One cell. This is because protozoa are single-celled eukaryotic organisms. They do not have a cell wall, which distinguishes them from many other microorganisms. Let's move on. Question number 2. Classification of protozoa is on the basis of, your options are A. Locomotory organ, B. Feeding habit, C. Excretory system, and D. Habitat. Here the accurate option is option A. Locomotory organ. This is because protozoa are categorized according to their means of movement, such as cilia, flagella, pseudopodia, or being non-motile in certain life stages. Now, question number 3. Interamoeba feeds upon, your options are A. Blood, B. Food in the intestine, C. Mucosa, D. RBC, mucosa, and submucosa of colon. Here the right answer is option D. RBC, mucosa, and submucosa of colon. The reason is that Entamoeba histolytica, the pathogenic species, invades the colon's mucosa and submucosa, feeding on red blood cells and tissues, leading to ulcers and dysentery. Question number 14. Which of the following is infective stage of Leishmania? Your options are A. Leptomonas stage, B. Seasoned stage, C. Cystic stage, D. Leishmanial stage. The correct option is option A. Leptomonas stage. The, the reason is that the infective stage of Leishmania is the promastigote form, which is also known as Leptomonas stage, which is transmitted by sandflies. It infects humans and transforms into the omastigote form inside the macrophages. Question number 5. The stage of Entamoeba histolytica that causes intestinal ulceration is, your options are A. Trophozoite, B. Binucleate cyst, C. Quadrinucleate cyst, D. Sporozoite. The right answer is option A. Trophozoite. The reason is that trophozoite stage of Entamoeba histolytica invades the intestinal wall, leading to tissue destruction and ulcer formation. Let's move on. Question number 6. Causative agent of malaria is, your options are A. Bacteria, B. Protozoa, C. Virus, D. helminth. Here the accurate answer is option V, Protozoa. This is because malaria is caused by the Plasmodium species of protozoan parasite transmitted through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquito. Question number 7. Protozoan group with two nuclei, macronucleus and micronucleus is, your options are A. Flagellate, B. Ciliate, C. Sarcodina, D. Sprozoa. Here the right answer is option B, ciliate. The reason is that ciliates use cilia for movement and feeding, and their two nuclei serve different functions. The macronucleus controls everyday functions, while the micronucleus is involved in reproduction. Question number 8. Contractile vacuole is present in, your options are A. Marine protozoans, B. Freshwater protozoans, C. Both A and B, and D. Parasitic protozoans. The right answer is option B, freshwater protozoans. The reason is that contractile vacuole helps in osmoregulation by expelling excess water that enters the cell due to hypotonic environment of fresh water. Marine and parasitic protozoans typically do not need this adaptation. Question number 9. Pseudopodia is commonly found in, your options are A. Amoeba only, B. Variety of protozoans, C. Protozoans and leukocytes, and D. Amoeba and leukocytes. The right answer is option D, amoeba and leukocytes. The reason is that pseudopodia is used by amoeba for movement and engulfing food, while in leukocytes is also known as white blood cells. Pseudopodia help in moving and capturing pathogens during immune responses. Question number 10. Infective stage of Giardia lamblia to human. Your options are A. Cyst, B. Egg, C. Trophozoite, D. Cell. The right answer is option A. Cyst. Let me explain why. These cysts are ingested through contaminated water or food, and once inside the host, they transform into trophozoites in the intestine, causing infection. Question number 11. Class of protozoa that lacks locomotory organs is, your options are A. Rhizopoda, B. Flagellata, C. Sporozoa, D. Ciliata. The right answer is option C. Sporozoa. This is because members of this class like Plasmodium, which causes malaria, do not have specialized structures for movement such as flagella, cilia, or pseudopodia. They typically rely on vectors or hosts for mobility. Question number 12. Which of the following parasites lives inside the gut of its host? Your options are A. Giardia lamblia, B. Trichomonas vaginalis, C. Trypanosoma tenax, and D. Trypanosoma gambens. The correct answer is option A, Giardia lamblia. This is because Giardia lamblia resides in the small intestine of human causing giardiasis or diarrheal illness. The other parasites like Trichomonas vaginalis and Trypanosoma species inhabit different parts of the body such as the urinogenital tract or bloodstream. Question number 13. Which of the following parasite is transmitted through kissing? Your options are A. Intermovia gingivalis, B. Intermovia histolytica, C. Encyclistoma, D. Ascaris. The correct answer is option A. Intermovia gingivalis. This is because Intermovia gingivalis resides in the mouth and is spread through direct contact with saliva, such as through kissing or sharing utensils. Question number 14. Which of the following is intestinal parasite? Your options are A. Intermovia, B. Plasmodium, C. Trypanosoma, D. Leishmania donovani. The correct answer is option A. Intermovia. Intermova is known to infect the intestines causing amoebiasis or dysentery. The other organisms, Plasmodium causes malaria, Trypanosoma causes sleeping sickness, and Leishmania donovani causes leishmaniasis, which are not intestinal parasites. Question number 15. Promastigate of Leishmania is found in. Your options are A. Gut of sandfly, B. Blood of man, C. Cerebrospinal fluid of man, D. Outside the host body. The correct answer is option A. Gut of sandfly. Let me explain why. Promastigate of Leishmania develops inside the sandfly after it ingests the parasite from an infected host. Once the promastigotes mature, they migrate to the fly's proboscis where they can infect humans during a subsequent bite. Question number 16. Sporozoans have locomotory organs. Your options are A. Pseudopodia, B. Cilia, C. Flagella, D. None of the above. The correct answer is option D. None of the above. Sporozoans like Plasmodium do not have locomotory organs such as pseudopodia, cilia, or flagellata. Instead, they rely on vectors like mosquitoes or the flow of body fluids for movement and transmission within their host.